Hello people, what's happened? If you've made it till this part of the video, you're probably interested, not in the video but in me as a person. And this is just me talking to maybe nobody, or maybe me from the future. So I never really say it often, accept it often, openly, but lifting, gymming and working out is a big part of my life, and now that I think about it, it's interesting how things have changed. I used to be pretty stressed out as a kid, not as a kid in general, but COVID के time उससे पहले, before I used to work out, sometimes in life just normal things stressed you out, school या some other drama, and workout was my escape. Like the world just shut down and I started to do push-ups in my house, in my room, and nobody would see. The house would probably be dark like this, it's time to sleep, and I just bust out the push-ups and I go to sleep. And then it evolved into kilometers upon kilometers of running and just diving in pain and just living in that pain. I found my peace, I found my solace, I found my escape. I was happy. And then it evolved. I wasn't making gains back then. Training was it primarily wasn't about getting better. It was about pushing yourself to do something really hard, and that really did something nice for me. But I don't remember from those early days any time that I failed to do something it really impacting me that much. I don't remember it, at least. So I know it's probably not true. And bad training days didn't really impact me because it was the hard work and the grit that mattered. And if I couldn't perform the best that I wanted to, I'd just be disappointed at best. कभी ऐसा बुरा नहीं लगता था. But once I started gymming, there's this change that has happened. Anytime I expect something to happen, like एक बहुत बढ़िया workout हो जाए, बहुत अच्छा session जाए, ये बहुत अच्छा हो, वो अच्छा हो, just random, on a random day, and it goes horrible. I start weight that should be easy for me, I start fucking up. I can't lift it, I can't rep it. That shit really hurts, not in a disappointing way, but really, really deep, hurtful, very hurtful way. And I wonder what has changed. Maybe it's one thing is definitely changed, is that training used to be about just going through pain, and now it's more about am I lifting more, am I getting stronger, am I looking better, and all that. So I wonder, that's why maybe I've started to enjoy training lesser and lesser as time has moved on. And every time that I start to lose a little bit interest in training, I think about what a guy once said to me. His name was, okay, let's not say his name. He said कि मेरे को भी वर्कआउट का पूछ रहा था, 2-3 साल करेगा, छोड़ देगा. He said this about 4 years ago. So I've definitely outlasted his sayings, but वो saying मेरे दिमाग में आती है. And it's not my rant about how I'm going to quit working out, because that would absolutely never happen unless I'm paralyzed from neck down, Stephen Hawking shit. तो वो चीज़ तो नहीं हो रही definitely, but it's like interesting. It's like workout used to be love. When I used to be in that pain, in that suffering, I found just everything that I was looking for. It didn't matter if I was alone, it didn't matter if it was raining, it didn't matter if I could talk to no one about things I wanted to talk about, it didn't matter. But now things have changed. It's like it's become this like toxic relationship, if I were to use a similar term. Ki, you know, if things start going not well, I don't like that. And I don't like the fact that I don't like that. Like, bad training days are part of training too. Like, as you would have seen the video that I'll attach the clips before this, I'm pretty sure. I had a bad day today, chest, shoulder, tricep bench day. I had a bad day, bad workout. And the weird or the disappointing thing is, it wasn't even that bad, like, honestly. I could in no way do what I'm doing 6 months back. So, I've made tremendous progress if you think about it, but what has happened, I really wonder what has happened. I'm drinking protein, by the way. Amul sponsored me. Oh, this is not Amul. It's just a sipper of Amul. But, yeah. And it has happened now multiple times. And it's another interesting thing is, similar thing happened few weeks back, and I wasn't sad back then. Why am I sad today? It's like something complex is happening. I know. Okay, what happened a few weeks back was I tried to do something impossible, and in my mind I was like, if I do that, I'm insane. If I don't do that, it was expected. And today I was trying to do something that I expected I'd be able to do, and I wasn't able to do that. And I was like, what the hell? What the fuck? And maybe that's the problem. You start to think about, you start to expect results, and you don't care about the process as much. That shit might fuck you up, ये तो भगवद गीता में भी है कि फल की चिंता मत करो, कर्म करो, कर्म. So maybe वो सब लोग ठीक ही बोल के गए हैं, probably. Maybe. When I say a statement like, one day I'm going to be the most powerful person in this world, pound for pound, or absolutely, I can say that, but I just don't believe that. I believe nahi karta ki I can really fucking do it, and I wanna prove myself wrong so fucking badly, but I just can't see how. I just don't understand how. I see people on social media, I see people in real life who used to be weaker than me or as strong as me, and now they're just taking me over like I'm nothing, and it fucks you up, it fucks you up. You're showing up to the gym, you're eating right, you don't smoke, you don't drink, you don't, you don't have a social life, you have nothing. Maybe that's a problem, but that's not really a problem because you had that and now you don't have that, and you find that it's better, but only better incrementally, because other people are still going to, eat less food, have night outs, they're not going to sleep on time, they're going to drink alcohol, smoke, and they're always going to become stronger than you, much faster. Genetics, I don't know. Luck, I don't know. It happens. It just happens. The world is like that. It's unfair. But can I see through all this madness and survive and still, exist? Because, as Dostoevsky said, life is the ultimate truth. Death is a lie, it's an illusion. हमें क्या पता death क्या होती है, We don't know. We do know what life is. Everything about life. Everything we know is life. All we know about death is you not being there, Where are my thoughts going? Uh, you know, if there was a genie, an all powerful being, जो तुम्हारे पास आता है, ठीक है, एंड तुमसे कहता है कि यू हैव टू लिव योर लाइफ again and again and again and again for eternity. Each time your life is going to be absolutely same. Not a single thing about your life will change. You will not change, your thoughts will not change, how you speak, what opportunities, career you got, what conversations down to the last alphabet that you had with any person stays the same your entire life, like a book goes again and again and again, again and again. Would you still live your life, or would you want to die? Can you live a life that you are willing to live again and again and again and again and again until eternity? Nothing changes. Nothing changes. What type of a life would that be? Immediately your mind goes to, okay, वो जिंदगी में मैं risk तो लूँगा ही, you know, I'll do that, I'll pursue my dream, I'll pursue this, I'll pursue that, I would talk to that person, I would meet this person, I would, you know, do so much. And then again, even if you do all that, are you willing to, whatever you do, achieve in your life, are you willing to live that again and again and again? So what is that one thing, or maybe a different amount of things? What are those things that, you know, make life something living eternally for? I think it might be a life in which you made your own decisions, each one of them. And each time that you made them, you were responsible for the outcomes for it. And the outcomes brought another set of decisions that you had to take, and you took those decisions by yourself again. A life in which you had control, absolute freedom to do whatever the hell you wanted to do with your life, you know. And it's like, it's your life. You do not want to live it by any other guy's will or girl's will. You should do what you want to do, you know. Who cares? Like, who cares what other people want you to do, you know? They don't matter. Nobody matters. Nobody matters but you and what you want to do with your life, because it's your life.